Hey, you Stygian Dogs. I'm back from vacation and I'm in a great mood. And we've got about a week to go until we get Conan the Barbarian issue number 9. It releases on March 27th. I've read it and I think you're going to love it. We see Roberto De La Torre return and I feel that he just gives us some of the best Conan ever. Every panel is brimming with potential energy, just begging to be unleashed. And when it is, his Cimmerian is an unstoppable force in whirling motion, rending foes in founts of blood. Always marvelous. And I always look forward to his 2-page spreads. This one is an image of grandeur with a different tone from what he gave us in his first arc. It just creates a grand sense of the historical. We're provided with myriad surprises that I can't reveal here. They're foreshadowed in several ways, so astute observers won't necessarily be shocked, but I think they'll be pleased. What's particularly neat about the issue is that it works to address the cliffhanger presented at the end of the previous issue, but also serves as continuation of Zub and De La Torre's work in issue number 4, building on the events in the Thurian Age as described by Brule the Spearslayer. We see more examples of Heroic Signature's efforts at grand myth-making, and I think it's going to pay off. The issue is a great start to the third arc, one which heralds a triumphant close to the series' first year. I can't wait to walk through it with all of you next week, so stay tuned for that. In other news, it's been a couple of weeks now since the new Savage Sword of Conan was released by Heroic Signatures and Titan Comics, and it's been met with mostly favorable reviews. There have been some points of contention. For example, there are various opinions on the use of the female character Onea, and as much as I did like her and the story, I feel that there is, at a minimum, a sense of her being too readily deployed as Deus Ex Machina, and there had been an obvious issue with the printing process, resulting in less than optimal reproduction of Max von Fafner's art in the main story. And as for Fafner's art, I'm definitely on record as being a fan. As much as I love guys like John Buscema and Ernie Chan and others, I think Fafner's combination of the traditional and digital was a bold choice for the new magazine. To me, it's suggestive of the collage style of the 70s and 80s, evoking a connection to the past while being decidedly of the present. I'm aware that other fans are less enthusiastic about the end product, and hey, that's cool. There is one thing I wanted to say about Max von Fafner's work, though, one more mystery to address. And no, it's not Enea's gravity-defying bosom. There is the assertion that Max von Fafner might be a pseudonym for a suite of digital tools or perhaps just an artificial intelligence. Yes, some have postulated that the art for Conan and the Dragon Horde was created by AI. At a minimum, yes, Fafner's toolkit includes the use of digital tools. Myself, I'm okay with this since I thought that concerns over this were now considered akin to condemning artists who no longer use Mummy Red. He doesn't do anything that other artists and graphic designers haven't done before with the plethora of tools at hand, both traditional and digital. Given this speculation, I thought I'd reach out to Max von Fafner and ask directly, any comment on the YouTube theories that you're actually an AI or a pseudonym for a digital arts collective? Fafner responded by saying, "Great question. You know when you do something all your life and of course great work and sacrifice gives results and then they ask such questions, you don't know whether to take it as a compliment or something else?" He then goes on to joke that maybe he's an old T-800 sent from the future to resist corporate comics. I guess we just may never know the truth. I'm a fan of his work and I do like the end result. Here are some great colorized versions of the Dragon Horde panels. I hope we see him return at some point in the future. He does have a web presence with a biography and examples of his other work. I'd really like to check this out, Cesar's Spy. It's the story of a Gallic warrior serving as Caesar's spy in the last days of the Republic. Well, it's not available in English. Fafner recommends this Spanish language edition. And for an AI, he seems like a really nice guy that was honestly thrilled and grateful to have had a chance to work on the Savage Sword of Conan. There's so much good stuff coming our way, and I'd bet that Fafner is just as excited as the rest of us to see what Roberto De La Torre and others will bring to the pages. I'll add a link to his website where you'll find his bio and other examples of his work. Finally, I wanted to address one last very serious topic. Some have recently noticed printing errors from the teams at Titan Comics and Heroic Signatures. There is, as mentioned, poor and overly dark print reproduction in the new Savage Sword of Conan. But things don't stop there. For example, in the table of contents of the new Savage Sword of Conan, you'll notice that there is an error with regard to the page number of Pat Zerker's Solomon Kane story in the table of contents. Well, I was reading my well-worn copy of The Catcher in the Rye when suddenly my subscriber count hit this ominous number. I realized that something must be amiss. The dark horror of Solomon Kane, the dark print of the Savage Sword. Suspecting the worst, I do what I usually do when I need more info on things. I rushed to grab the most recent issues of Conan the Barbarian, knowing that Jeffrey Shanks' essays were going to be the key to this mystery. So I check out issue number 6 and see part 6 of his essay. Okay, so going on from there, I check out issue number 7 to check out part 6 of his essay. That's weird. Okay, so checking out issue number 8 now and part 6 of his essay. Okay, this is starting to freak me out. Might Conan the Barbarian be under the darkest of ideological influences? Luciferian conspiracy or editing oversights? Only you can decide. Thanks for watching, liking, and consider subscribing. Join me on March 27th. We'll take a look at Conan the Barbarian issue number 9, Roberto De La Torre's return. And until next time, take it easy, you Stygian Dogs.